And speaking of the Menn Law Firm, it is time to lawyer up with attorney Will McKinley. Good morning, sir.
It is truly time to lawyer up. I got an answer to the question of the day.
Oh, yeah? Question of the day.
Yeah, so
Hold on, let's for people that don't know, what job that you are not currently doing do you think you would be great at?
Co-host of Good Day Wisconsin.
Yeah?
You know, man, I could talk about casseroles all day. I could talk about mammograms all day. I'd be awesome at it.
Are you concerned?
I was born with the gift of gab. And I have a face for TV, even though I only do radio. But
well, but the thing is, you have the same problem I do.
Swearing?
No. That's not, or else you wouldn't be able to do this.
That is true.
No. Your problem is that you have hater energy.
That is true. I have a lot of
big issue.
That's true.
But, you know, Good Day Wisconsin could use a little sass. It could use a little pea and vinegar.
You got to be positive. You got to be upbeat.
I can
for
fake
a morning show.
I could fake it until I can't.
Yeah.
Right.
That lasts 3 minutes.
Well, you don't have to be positive.
Wait until Marquette basketball season starts, and then I'm just. But, you know, I feel like
Pete will get done giving his first forecast.
Yeah.
You'll comment on it. They'll shoot it to a break.
You suck.
And you'll never get asked back.
You think about Regis Philbin, though. He was a little, cantankerous. He'd get a little crabby and sassy.
It was part of his personality, but he was always fun and smiling and upbeat.
That's not me.
Yeah, this is not you.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We'll stick with this. This will be my media limit.
I love that you're comparing yourself to one of the greatest to ever do it in Regis Philbin.
He's bonkers.
Not a high bar at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
We start this morning with a case update. Headline from WISN.com. Man accused of putting super glue in co-worker's soda to avoid prison time?
Did you guys steal this case update?
We did.
Stop stealing my updates.
Rob, we talked about this.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about this one.
We did.
All right.
It was this week, too.
But, Will, this is a new audience.
It's a bunch of jerk stores here is who I work with. See? Good Day Wisconsin.
Sure,
I
that's
totally
it.
have the disposition for it.
You'd rename the show to Crappy Day Wisconsin.
Yeah. You know what? Why are we pretending, folks? Nobody wants to be up and go to work. Get the hell out of here. Guy named Joseph Ross. He was previously caught on camera putting super glue in his coworkers' Cokes repeatedly. Now, the woman, State Fair, she worked at Wisconsin State Fair, the Wisconsin State Fair Police Department. I didn't know they had their own police department. They received a report on March 20th from this employee that said for the couple of weeks she had been smelling this kind of really chemically smell in her pop. So she then puts up a security camera just to try to catch someone in action and sees the guy coming over. Police look in his desk, they find gloves and super glue, and he admits that he had done it. Okay, that's fine. So he pled guilty to a felony charge of placing a foreign object in edibles. Now, here's what's interesting to me. So last week, the judge initially sentenced him to 42 months in prison, which seems appropriate. I mean, you're literally poisoning your coworker.
Yeah.
But then stayed the sentence and placed him on 3 years probation. So he's out.
Right.
He's out. I don't know. That seems a little... I think you got to go to jail. If you're putting super glue in your coworker's Coke for no good reason, you go to jail.
Yeah.
Now, if there's a good reason, maybe probation. But
if there's a good reason.
I mean, if they're like a Bears fan or something, then maybe.
If there's a good reason for super glue and soda.
But I just...
Look, this Joseph Ross character, he looks like he ate a lot of paste.
I think he ate
as
himself.
A kid.
I think he is huffing super glue.
I think he had a surplus of super glue that he'd been ingesting himself and was like, I just want to shit.
You know, he kind of looks like what every Brewers fan looks like right now. Just very sad and mopey.
Yeah, but
and with bad bangs.
That's his resting face, I think.
Text hair to 79489. That's hair
it's
to
an interesting
79489. Because the untold story about this is what the hell is going on with this dude's haircut.
Well, and the rest of it, too.
That is the... I mean, imagine a comb over, but it's bangs.
Yes, bangs.
But let's be honest. If there was ever a haircut that perfectly matched a face.
Yeah, you're right.
This is it.
That's exactly true.
This is it.
You know his pet name is Mopey Joe.
This guy nailed it with that haircut, actually.
This is crazy. Text hair to 79489. I'll let you see it.
See, this is why we do that. This is why I do the case updates, not you guys, because we make it fun and entertaining when you guys just talk. You never talked about his haircut. You never did the text the hair to 79489.
That's true. Well, you have us there.
Leave the case updates to the experts.
This guy.
Please.
This guy. You didn't even know that we talked about this story.
That is true. Yeah. Until your partner admitted.
All right, that's the end of that case update. Next story on the docket from the New York Post. New York woman refuses to pay $440 fine to Hertz after AI scanner flags a small scuff on one of the wheels.
Yeah, we could call this a lawyer up on your side consumer alert, because this is a consumer alert. Be on the lookout, folks. A woman named Nicole Paxio. She and her wife were concluding a 4th of July vacation when they returned their rented Nissan Altima to a Dollar Hertz terminal in Atlanta at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Before they even reached their gate, they received a text and an email stating that Hertz had found damage on the vehicle. What was the damage? It was a small scuff on the wheel that was allegedly not there prior to the rental. Now, here's what the outrage is. Hertz has now gone to an automated AI scanning system.
Right.
Where they scan the cars and the AI identifies any blemish, any change from when it was removed from the lot to when it was returned from the lot, and then basically imposes fines, charges for these scuffs. So they I guess there was a small, less than like a few inches in diameter on the rim of the wheel. They had no idea, so this could have just been you're pulling up to a curb and, rub it. I mean, things happen. Now, according to Hertz, the computerized process provides precision, objectivity, and transparency to what was previously a subjective process. Now, this woman says that basically it's a scam, that they're now nickel-diming for everything. And part of this is not just because the fee. So it was $440 was what she was charged.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
$440. Yeah, it's not like, okay, $20 for the trouble. So the $440 fine, of which $190 was for administrative fees.
Really now? Administrative to who?
Exactly.
The AI program? Exactly. It doesn't need money.
Exactly. So they're saying, okay, this is just a con, right? Because when half of the charge has nothing to do with the damage.
Right.
It's just a way to gin up free money
Total
for you.
Scam. Total
to pay for
100%
the
scam.
computer, basically. Yeah. So apparently this is a new thing. So that, at a lot of major airports now, rental car companies are using this AI process to, again, ensure. Now, according to Hertz, the AI system is designed to ensure customers won't be charged for damage that didn't occur during their rental, and that 97% of nearly 1 million rentals scanned showed no billable damage, and that it's set so that the system will not report minor damage or damage that would not meet the dollar threshold.
Unless we can tack an administrative fee.
Well,
in which case,
unless
anything.
profits are down, and we got to get a little extra for the shareholders, right? So
I'm sure there's a dial. I'm sure there's.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's when it's in the red. Let's get it back in the black. So let's go ahead and increase the AI charges on this. So keep that in mind when you're renting. Go with the crappy rental company that can't afford AI, because in that case, you'll be much better off.
Or be diligent about documenting your own rental vehicle.
Well, sure.
Last time I rented a vehicle, I was in Puerto Rico. And before I was able to drive off the lot, the guy took a video of every little inch of the car.
Yeah.
The employee. So I did it too while he was doing it.
It's a good idea.
So I documented everything he was doing.
Yep.
And before I returned the vehicle, I did the same exact thing.
Yep.
Took video and pictures just in case when I brought it back, there was some sort of an issue that I could then fall back and say, no.
So I've gotten...
It looks the same.
I've gotten into a fight with rental car. I was in Baltimore, and I was returning the vehicle to the airport thing, and they had those like pop-up hooks, like to prevent driveaways.
Oh, yeah.
So you drive over it the one way, you're fine, but you drive it the other way, it tears out the tires. So I was driving, and there was a car in front of me, and the car in front of me like slammed their brakes right as I was like pulling up on the hooks, and then it popped the wheels of the car. And they're like, they were going to try to I'm like, no. I was in the structure, and like according to the rental agreement, you're responsible for any damage until you return it to the facility. So I was fighting with them, and finally they capitulated and said, okay, yeah, you returned it to the facility, so it's our problem now. But they were going to try to charge me like $1,500 or something.
Forget about it.
For the tires, and then I'm sure there was
because some
administrative
other
fees.
idiot
slammed
on the brakes.
And they were saying, well, I understand it's not your fault, but you can then go after that person to like recover the damages.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
You go after that person.
It's in your facility.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so
rental car company.
This is the lesson for everyone to learn here. Be friends with an attorney.
Yes,
Be friends with an attorney.
You hate them until you need them, folks.
Because that argument goes a different direction probably for most people.
That's true.
Okay, so we had earlier this week a story that we said to ourselves, who would be great for this story?
We have 3 minutes.
Attorney Will McKinley. The family of Malcolm X, Robin Williams, and several other, past historical figures and celebrities are wondering if they have any sort of claim because of all these AI videos that have started to be generated of their loved ones doing things like Robin Williams playing a Nintendo DS.
Oh, sure.
Malcolm X talking about the Charlie Kirk assassination, things of that nature.
Mr. Rogers
I would
is
say
a
so.
WWE wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I'd like to see that.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It is actually pretty
That's
funny.
kind of fun. I would say, completely off the top of my head, yes, because Wisconsin has a specific statute that it creates a cause of action for misappropriation of one's likeness.
Yeah.
So if you use my picture without my consent for commercial purposes, then I can sue for that. And that would be a property right that I would think, I could be wrong, extends to the estate of the dead person as well, where again, if you're using their image or likeness, that would be a violation. So I would say yes.
So if I'm just creating a funny Mr. Rogers wrestling video, I'm not making any money on this. It's just
well, that's the question. So it's got to be commercial,
content. Right?
It's got to be for a commercial for
Okay.
profit, and it can't be otherwise protected by the First Amendment in terms of parody or some other free speech type situation. So it depends. That's a lawyer's favorite answer. That's going to be what is going to be my epitaph on my tombstone. By the way.
depends.
It depends.
And that'll be your death date.
And I will. You'll have to pay me for an extra hour to get the right answer.
That's it.
I will charge you for it depends, and then I will charge you for the real answer too.
Yeah.
on your headstone. It depends. ... You got to pay me though.
That's right.
Still pay me.
I definitely think because this is no different than when. Yeah, I think there would definitely be a claim there.
Okay, if
I'm
it's
probably
a commercial
wrong,
use.
but I think so. Yeah, if it's a commercial use, if it's a for-profit use, and again, you're using their actual likeness, their actual photo, their image, their voice, not just a parody or something of that nature.
So your definitive answer to this is yesn't.
Correct.
Yeah.
My definitive answer is yes, but actually,
yes.
yes, but I could be wrong. That is my answer.
Yeah, because I wonder which one's money is being made on, which ones aren't.
Good question.
Yeah, it's typically got to be for a commercial
Got it.
purpose. So that's like the Packers a lot of times will get, waivers and stuff if they're going to use your picture and like the programs and stuff like that because they don't want to be randomly sued for misappropriation of image or likeness.
All right. Our thanks to the Menn Law Firm for loaning Will to us this morning. You can find out more about Will's practice by going to mennlaw.com. That's men with 2 N's, mennlaw.com. Thank you, sir.
All right, I got an audition over at Fox 11. I got to get to.